Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am your girl Angie and I am here today to do a read for my Capricorns, and this is for the month of January 2021. I'll begin by saying Happy New Year everybody. I hope everyone came into the new year with positive vibrations, positive energies, ready for change, ready to accept, ready to heal or continue in our journey of healing and self-discovery, okay? I want to give a shout out to all of my subscribers, everyone who has stuck with me through 2020 and is here in 2021. Welcome, welcome. And if you are new, welcome to the Serenity Circle. We are here for inspiration, motivation, and empowerment. I also want to say I hope everyone is taking care of both their physical and their mental health. Getting your rest on, meditation, doing yoga if you practice yoga, watching what you put into your body, but generally and holistically taking care of you. These are going to jump out, so I'm just grabbing these bad boys because they are speaking to me. When I did your pre-shuffle, I got healing. The song is feelings, but I kept getting healing. So we're going to see how that plays out in this read. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Death card. Okay. Transformations, letting go of the past, dying of the old, releasing the ego, what no longer serves us, feeling like we know and we're sure and we're confident. Not to give up your confidence, but what are you overconfident about? Is it about your position in someone's life? Is it about the roles that you play? Is it about the company that you keep? It's relating to holding on to your ego, being strong-minded, strong-willed about something that you may not be, feeling like you're in the wrong about. So feeling like you're right and you want to take the position of right when there's a lesson to be learned. There's information that needs to be given. We got the World card in the pre-shuffle, so it's definitely popped out again and it's here in your read, babies. So this message may be for somebody. So with the Death card, it's also Scorpionic energy, the sign of Scorpio, but it's letting you know that the transformation is happening. There's something going on right now that is transforming you. There's a growth that's happening. The more you become aware of your past, the more that you become aware of the people in your life and the positions and roles that they play and how that affects your energy level, how that affects you, your growth, your evolution. Is it a good thing? Is it, useful information, or does it break you down and leave you feeling lost? We're going to see how that plays out today in your read. Let's get into it. Now, we're looking at the recent past, which may also envelop the energies that you've held throughout 2020, because this is the first month of the year. So this may have been, something that you became aware of in 2020, something that you were working on at the end of 2020, but definitely it's a recent past. So within a year sounds recent to me, okay? But this is about what you've been trying to become aware of or trying to change, because the overall message before we even began is healing, and then you have transformation. All right, so coming into the read, you have the Four of Swords, you have the Magician and the World, two major arcana. So you've went through some major changes, or major things have been happening in your story at the end of 2020 or throughout, the lower half of 2020, which however it fits, because time is fluid. It doesn't really have a tick-tock to it. Good things take time. So this is about what you were preparing for the new year. It might have been, resolutions, or what you will not be putting up with for 2021, or releasing people or things. So you come into the read with rest and relaxation, getting your meditation on, doing some thoughts. When I say doing some thoughts, I mean sorting through your ideas and your thoughts, because these are all swords. So it's all in the mind. The intellect has been playing an important part. So you've been taking a kind of a break or a rest from a situation, putting the swords down. So decisions had to be made about a relationship, about a job, about something that was, very heavy. Ugh, I can't even speak. Well, also something you may not have been able to communicate, or the communication just was not working. Whatever you were trying to get out or trying to say to this person may just not have been coming across, representing you. So you may have been a bit misunderstood in your communication coming through 2020. And then you have the magician, the magician energy, manifesting something better. So part of the transformation has been you becoming the magician, has been you becoming the manifester of your dreams, asking yourself what it is that you want while you're in this meditative state, while you're alone, doing some thinking, figuring out what will fit and what doesn't fit, and what is becoming part of the new you, the growth you, the higher, the elevated you. the one that is ascending, because of course you won't reside in your lower space forever. You will have to evolve eventually, and it looks like this is your eventually now. So your magician energy is about you realizing that if you want something great in your life, you have to focus your energies on it. You have to make like law of attraction, like it's already here. You are the millionaire. You are in charge. You do have a good job. You will be moving into this beautiful apartment. Envision the space that this apartment is going to be, or this new home is going to have. Envision the car that you want to drive. Literally see yourself when you're meditating, getting in and, tuning in your music, setting your temperature, whether it's AC or heat, whichever temperature it fits into, time period or season of the year. But transitioning, letting go of the old, dying of the old way of knowing it, of feeling it, and not even being open to receiving more. So it's about getting into self, figuring out what works for you, and manifesting it in your life. So you have been gifted with the magician energy. You have all the tools you need. So he comes in with the coin, which means that you have an idea of how you're going to make your money, or you're ready to pursue it, or you're already have coin in your pocket. And then you have the cup, which means your emotions are in check. You are working on the emotions, or they're already there, but you're sure about how you feel about this particular person or situation. And then you have the air energy, which is all around you. The thoughts are always going to be flowing, whether they're positive or negative, will depend on where you are in this journey. If you're beginning the transformation, in the mix of the transformation, or coming out of it, okay? Whether you've already completed your healing, the majority of the healing that has prevented you from being open to new energies, that part, being able to recognize it and know what it's about, and feel it out when you're alone or when you're in deep contemplation. And then you have the world energy, which means that it was a cycle you were in that ended probably in 2020, something that you had to become aware of, or something that you had to accept about yourself. So if this is about accepting something about yourself, it's dying of the ego, because it's not ego based anymore. It's a self that has feelings, that has emotions, but also acknowledges other people's feelings and emotions, to create a balance between your internal world and your external. Because whatever you put out to the universe, you are going to receive it back. It's going to come back to you. So you're learning about the power of manifestation and how it's going to work, or how it has been working for you so far. And I hope you have been seeing good results, something positive that brings you closer to the source energy of love, because that's the journey we're on. Self-love, self-acceptance, and then turning that on your brother or your sister, and loving mankind, loving nature, having a love for, being grateful, and having a love for the universal energies that flow through us, around us every day. So that's that air, that's that exposure to thought that's, unlimited, that's eternal, that's infinite, because he has infinity above his crown chakra, his head. So it's about knowing that your thoughts are infinite, you're abundant in your thoughts, and he's using the wand of action to connect to source. So he's looking for action. So you may be looking for, the motivation or the energy needed to get something underway, or to get a project started, a new job, or going out seeking a job, or, moving into a new place. But there's something about your elevation and your ascension that required you to master being the magician of your own life. That was a lot. Okay, and your current energies is the Nine of Cups, the Chariot, and the High Priestess. That divine connection, it is so vital, because even if you try to avoid it, you only end up with the ego telling yourself that what you do is of your own accord, or what you do is based on your own decisions or your own energy. Sometimes we are guided. The universe will plant seeds in our mind while we're in this meditative state. And then you wake up like, wow, I used to be interested in mechanics, but I haven't pursued that. I used to love to do hair. I'm good at hair braiding and hair coloring, but I never thought of it as a career field. I never saw it as something like that I could do. But you have gifts. We all came into this universe with gifts. So being able to explore those gifts and figure out what they are is going to help you in your manifestation, because you are manifesting greatness in your life. So you have the Nine of Cups, which is wishes being fulfilled. So whatever you were hoping for or hoping to change, which is about healing parts of ourselves that you don't have to stare at, that doesn't see you, look back at you in the mirror, that you can actually eradicate. Mind you, there will be triggers. There will be times where you will be able to slip back into those thoughts and slip back into those old habits, because we can't always meditate every day on time with nothing else going on. The world is constantly turning and things are constantly changing. So there will be times where you will have to, rely on hope, rely on faith, rely on your manifestation, and let it go. And let the universe's time flow, universal energies flow. That's the transformation. That's the ability to let go of holding on so tightly to being right or being in control, and allowing the universe to make these decisions, allowing them to plant the seeds necessary so that you can establish or figure out what your gift is and allow that passion to bloom. Bloom like the flower that you are, my Capricorns. So you have wishes being fulfilled. You are moving forward. So you may be leaving a relationship or leaving a particular person behind. But this balance that's needed with the yin and the yang is about your internal versus your external. It's about who you are and how you feel inside and expressing that versus this wall or, this facade that you've built up to allow people to get but so close to you without affecting your energies. Because Capricorns are good at honing in their own energies and keeping it blocked or bottled in or for themselves. Not that it's selfish energy, it's just that already that you will be depleted as a person if you give too much, if you give too much energy. You still try because you know that the divine and the universe is going to bless you as a result of what you were able to give and what you're able to contribute, but there needs to be a balance. So your healing is definitely underway. And then you have the intuition card. The High Priestess is here to let you know that expansion and growth is necessary. Expansion and growth is inevitable. So you will grow as a person. These things that you're going through are going to change you, but not from who you originally are. They're going to be like refine you, polish you up, make you shine, make you gleam and glow so that you can attract more of what you're building inside, so that people can, the interactions can be loving and filled with love, because we are all tapping into the source of love. And so you're definitely in a position where you are moving forward with your story. You may be traveling. Someone's going on a trip to somewhere far away, but it looks like it's going to be something emotionally satisfying for you. And you're following your intuition. When you follow your intuition, you die of that old energy, that old need to be right all the time, and you open yourself up to new experiences. So one of those experiences is hearing your intuition when it speaks. Laughing when it's time to laugh, crying when it's time to cry, but allowing your emotions to just flow. Maybe that's what the wish is that you're wishing. What are you wishing for, okay? It's coming true. You are the magician, so you are manifesting it, and your wishes will be fulfilled. So the universe is giving you what it is that you needed, that closed that chapter that closed in 2020, and to open you up to your intuition, to your spiritual side, to spiritual advice. So you may be going into spirituality, or that may be where you already are. And in your near future, you have the Two of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and Page of Cups. You have a lot of cups in your reading. You may be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or this may be you tapping into your emotional side. But with the Pentacles, it's about balance. It's about juggling. It's about balance. Being better able to balance your internal self and your external self when you have the Chariot, which is also Cancer energy. So you do have some water energy here, Cancer and Scorpio and Pisces. May just be a Cancer person that you're dealing with, but you're definitely moving in a positive direction. And with the Seven of Cups, it's about knowing who is holding your emotions hostage, who is filling you up and not being able to help you, grow or build or expand or explore. So you are getting, help with your emotions or relying on someone, but the help is an illusion. It's not really the help that you need in terms of self-help. Because people can advise you and you take that advice into account, and when you're in your situation, instead of allowing the triggers to take over, you may follow this person's advice because you trust in their information. But at the end of the day, you still have this space, this hole that the energy didn't flow in from. Like they gave you advice, but they didn't give you the energy or the strength to get through the situation. So you have the thought, which is good. You have the emotion, which is beautiful, but you don't have your self evolution or expansion attached to it. So sometimes advice is good, but it's best to listen to your own intuition, which is why you have intuition in your current energy. The more advice that you take, the less energies that you are putting out to the universe, because you aren't learning. You are just taking instructions. I hope that makes sense to somebody, because taking instructions is different than actually picking up the book and reading it. So a teacher, which is what he's supposed to do, is stand in front of the class and he's telling you that 1 + 1 is 2, and he says that 1 + 1 is 2. So okay, you can go with that and you can go forward in all of your experience. Like if you have that and I have this, 1 + 1 will always equal 2. If you don't experience yourself that this is something that I hold dear, This is something that's outside of me, external, that I want to incorporate, or I want to become, or I want to have in my story. When I put the two together, it's going to make me stronger, make me, powerful, make me, more blessed, make me more guided. If these two things don't come together in your experience, then the teacher telling you 1+1 is 2 has no emotional balance. It literally has no weight for you. So sometimes advice is good, but it takes away from the experience where you have this internal knowing, where your intuition is like, okay, so we went with that. We tried that. We loved it. We adored it. That was our thoughts. We touched this. It was emotional. It felt good at times. It was off at times. But actually, 1+1 makes me who I am, makes me 2, gives me this duality of internal and external. So the experience is what's going to count. And of course, your overall reading message was healing. So it's all about letting go of something that might have broke you down or may have caused you to question yourself, and then have you turn into others for advice. And with the Page of Cups, it's about self-control. It's about self-preservation. Even if it's stormy, even if, how can I ignore the fact that I don't have a lot of money, but I still want to pursue this relationship, or I still want to pursue, buying into this business or invest in my coin. Even though that I may not have a lot, I have food. I have, fish in my cup. I can fry down that fish. I can bake it. You can do whatever else with the fish, but it's being grateful for what emotional, contentment and satisfaction that you've gotten so far. It's being contented with who you are, being happy to be in the position that you're in, and being grateful for the lessons that you're learning along the way, and the experiences, because they make you a better person. They do. And with the World card, which is coming up in my mind, the World card is about ending cycles, closing out cycles, ending relationships that no longer serve you, toxic or otherwise, but knowing who is definitely going to be there for you. Spirit guides, universal energies, angels, and archangels. So let's get 2 more outcome cards for this read. What would you like for my Capricorns to know for the outcome of this read? What information do you have for them? Let's get 2 cards. Oh, we got them. Thank you so much for your guidance. Alrighty. So your outcome message, you have the 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Rods, and you have the 4 of Cups. Hey. Okay. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Acknowledging that the universe is definitely in control. They're going to guide you through this. You have abundance in your outcome, which means that when you realize that you hold the power and you make the decisions and you make the ultimate, choices in who stays and who goes, or how do you feel versus what is out there for you, what else is waiting. When you become the manifester, the magician energy, and you're able to manifest whatever it is that you are passionate and desiring as a wish fulfilled, you will be abundant in it. If it's coin that you're trying to increase, it's going to come in because you have the balance in the emotions, you have the wishes being fulfilled. It's a bit lonely to climb. The higher you climb to the top, trust and know, only person that can fit at the top with you is your soulmate, your twin flame energy, who you're meant to be with at that particular part of the journey. So it's definitely about being abundant, knowing that whatever you manifest and the wishes come through is going to lead to abundance. Abundance in love, abundance in money, abundance in foundations, building your wealth up, building yourself up, but you will be abundant in it. And then you have the Queen of Rods as the outcome from the Chariot energy for moving forward. You're going to be stronger, confident. You're going to be, stable, feeling safe and secure, knowing that you can take the actions when you need to, according to you, according to how you have assessed it, the experiences that you've had, and the lessons that you have learned. Not so much on the advice that you were given, okay? But this is about growth. This is about reaching the mastery level of your own actions, being in control, having the power to walk away from what no longer serves you. And then with the High Priestess energy, your outcome in there is the 4 of Cups. It's a gift from the universe. This chapter ended, this cycle ended. You definitely started following your intuition, having a little bit more self-control, and the universe gifts you with new love. It could be love of self. It could be the love for something that you're passionate about. It could be a love for, increasing your coin, being passionate about relationships, being passionate about the job that you're in. But something that you feel passionate about that is your wish fulfillment, the universe is the one gifting it to you, or the universe is gifting you with it in your outcome energy. And you have a 4. This may be 4 months, 4 weeks, 4 days, but this is definitely the universe gifting you with something good. And in your outcome energy is usually something on the way. And you have the 9 and the 4. So this man started like late last year working on this particular, having this idea or this new thought or this new way of viewing it, or starting your meditation. But you started the action late last year, late in 2020. And it looks like you're coming out of that energy with the 4, because 4 means that you are almost done with this particular part of the journey. There are going to be some doubts, because once you hit the 5, it's going to be confusion and chaos, and you're going to wonder if you're on the right path or if you're going in the right direction, but you will make it because you come out as the Queen energy, which king or queen, you know, roles can be reversed. Okay, angels and archangels, do we have... I let it go. Thank you so much. Let's see what messages the universe, angels and archangels, and I'm using the Angel Wisdom deck for this portion of the read for confirmation purposes. Let's see what they want for you to know. Okay, so you have the 3 of fire, 3 of rods. You have the Ace of Cups, beautiful. And then you have the 8 of fire, more fire energy. Maybe dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. All right, let's see what messages the universe, the angels have for you today. And so with the 3 of fire, this is about planning for the long term. Abundance from past choices. And you have the abundance card with the 9 of Pentacles. Pride in the success of your labors. Be patient as you decide what's next. And that's definitely part of your transformation. So you may be coming out of the transformation because the cycle ended in your recent past or in 2020. And then you have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful. A beautiful new emotional experience. A romantic relationship or a deep friendship. Awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual insights. Follow your intuition. A love letter or a new home. Ooh. And with the dolphin energy, there are mating. They are coming in for a permanent setup. They're definitely going to remember you. This is someone that's going to hold you to high standards. They're going to love you. This is, if it's a friendship, this person has definitely got your back because they're behind. She's confident and comfortable knowing that her back is protected. And the dolphin plays no games. They will smack you silly if they have to. So this person is definitely a strong individual to have as a friend or someone who can potentially become, you know, an intimate partner in love. But it's a beautiful new emotional experience. So you guys are moving it. You had a lot of cups moving into a new emotional space, which is beautiful. And then you have the 8 of fire, too much going on. Stress caused by many positive opportunities. Unexperienced events, or rapid changes, sorry. The ability to multitask, business travel. Someone may be going on a business trip. I did get that earlier with the Chariot energy. Too much going on. This transition was needed. It's probably why you had to do some alone time, some thinking with the rest card. Definitely taking some time out for yourself and making some decisions and some choices for yourself. Stress caused by many positive opportunities. Well, I don't see how stress is going to cause many positive opportunities, you know. Maybe it's they're calling for you to multitask. So it's all about being balanced, having a better balance between, you know, your career and your personal life, or knowing what your strengths are so that you can have a balance, because you are manifesting this. You are having the magician energy. You are manifesting this wishes being fulfilled. So your wish may be to be less stressful. You may just be wishing for peace. I did get healing. Healing was the center message that I got before I began the reading. And then you get the death energy to release something, to release someone. Let's get one more card. Thank you. So we have I am brave, I am grateful, I am enough. I'm still getting strength, like there's something about strength here. I guess waking up with the strength. When you wake up in the morning, you probably need to do an affirmation, a positive affirmation, or choose some affirmation cards, some affirmation messages, and download them or have them readily available in the morning. It may help you get through the day. But there's something for a call for strength, or either you have it or you're seeking it, but you're going to need it. That's for sure. But never forget, you have the queen energy because cycles are closing. You're doing the work necessary on yourself, and you're coming out as the king or queen with abundance and wishes being fulfilled. So it is a positive reading. It can be stressful, is what the card is saying. Stress is caused by many positive opportunities, an opportunity to be a better you. You must want to work on this overnight and have the whole thing like, David Copperfield, the magician. Hello. That's not a bad thing. That's manifesting at a high speed. But good things take time. Don't never forget. So be brave. Be optimistic. Be hopeful. Be grateful because you are blessed. You are blessed with the opportunity to not have to repeat that cycle. Those kinds of people that you have to release or that you had to be aware of and release in 2020 aren't coming back again. They're gone. At least that type of person. That person that will take from you, the narcissistic one. That's the one I'm talking about. Because this person caused you to go through a whole death and rebirth. Like, there were some things about you that you probably weren't even aware that you held so deeply, but you don't want to take them into your next relationship because that next one is better. You have this new love, this new cup of love coming in. Whether it's a friend that you're going to cherish because the person holds you in high regard, or someone that's going to be a love and romantic partner for you. But imagine that you have gotten the lessons and the tools and you've gotten everything you needed in this shitty setup so that you can be a better person for the next one, for your new boo coming in. And they will admire you, of course, and look up to you because this is some person who got your back. Know that you are enough. You are enough because no one can be you. That is your power, and no one can take that from you. So this person may have broken you all the way down to zero so you can build yourself back up. Building yourself back up for a new cup of love, for knowing the direction that you're going in and having a balance between your internal self and your external, and using your intuition more or less to guide you more. Using more of your intuition, listening to your intuition. Do some meditation. It might play a very big, important part in doing the affirmations in the morning. But the juggling and the multitasking go hand in hand. He's all sullen. It's like what else for him? It either in or out, up or down. Listen, as long as I am grateful, I have life. I'm eating, I'm chewing, I'm driving, I'm communicating, I'm processing. As long as I'm moving, life is happening. But that may be the illusion that you had before. Avoiding the illusion in the near future, definitely, and having some self-control is going to play a part. So it looks like this is a good reading for you, Capricorns. I am so excited. Last month, I felt like crying when I did your reading. And it was so spiritually inclined. It was like, I just wanted to reach in and hug each and every one of you. But this is hopeful. This is you coming out of that energy. This is about the storm passing. That sounds like a good title. Well, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video and it resonated with some of you, or any of you, or all of you. That's a blessing in itself. If you did, please go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, share, leave me a comment. Let me know what your thumbs up, with the hearts, whatever you're looking forward to for the new year. And I thank you guys for leaving comments so far. I appreciate them. I love reading my comments. And it has me smiling. I be so giddy and cheesy in the house. The kids look at me like if I won the lotto. Well, I did, because I love to help people. I love being in a position where I know that someone is gaining something positive and we are moving this world into a better place. One person at a time. 8 billion people, that's a lot. That's a long way to go. So definitely we'll start each one. And I love you guys. I love your energy. I love that you're moving out of this space that you were in last month and moving into, becoming who you are meant to be, who you're passionate about, and following your dreams. I am sending you love and light, and what I am unable to provide, I ask the universe to guard, guide, and protect you and give you more of what you are seeking. I thank you guys for being here. Namaste. Have a good day.